Alright guys, we are in our last chapter of our math book this week, and we are going to be talking a little bit about perimeter. Perimeter is something that we brought up a little bit back when we were learning area. Remember, if we were finding the area of a figure, I want to know how many squares can fit inside, or basically what is the size of the inside of the shape. That would be the area of the shape. Well, perimeter and area kind of go together because they both are talking about the size of the shapes. Now, area is the inside, how much fits inside. The perimeter is actually how far on the outside of the shape is it. So each length here between these lines is counted as one of the perimeter, so one unit of the perimeter. Remember, if we were counting area, we would count the whole squares on the inside. To count the perimeter, you just count the lengths here. So you can see, like on this shape, for example, this is a length, and then also this is a length. So this would be 1, 2 right here. Even though they're touching that same square, they're still two separate lengths, so they still count as different pieces of the perimeter. So this example here is Troy, a drawing of his garden. And they're saying that these are 1 foot. So we can pretend that these squares, we'll just call them feet just to make that a little bit easier. It wants us to find the distance around the Troy's garden. So if we come up here really close to his shape, and you can pick anywhere to start on because you're going to get back to that starting point and you're going to have the same number no matter where you start, as long as you finish and you count correctly. So I'm going to start at this top left corner right here. Remember, each distance between squares is 1. So there's 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Remember when we talked about area, we said we measure area in square units because really it's saying how many squares are going to fit inside. Well, perimeter we just measure in regular units. So this would be regular feet because we're not actually measuring how many squares big it is, but how many actual lengths of 1 foot. And it would take 18 1-foot lengths to make it around this. So a riddle, and it's not even really a riddle, it's kind of more like a chant that I've always said to help me remember perimeter is perimeter, perimeter, add up all the sides. Perimeter, perimeter, add up all the sides. So if you're ever trying to find the perimeter of a shape, that will help you keep that separate from what area is when you're trying to think about the difference between them. Perimeter, perimeter, add up all the sides. So you're adding up the lengths of each side. Here's Gus. He wants to put a fence around this dog park. He has 2 different designs, and he wants to know the perimeter of each, and then kind of pick which one Gus should use. So the perimeter of the dog park has to be at least 30 feet. Okay. So we have 2 different ways to look at it. Now each length here is going to be 1 foot again, so let me grab my marker so we can count that perimeter. Now remember, it doesn't matter where you start as long as you finish where you started. So I'm actually going to start here this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and we said he was measuring that in feet. So this nice one here has a perimeter of 34 feet. Now remember, this one doesn't have squares on the inside, so we can't count lengths. Instead, we actually have to add up all the lengths of the side. Perimeter, perimeter, add up all the sides, because all we're really doing is finding the distance around the figures. So I'm just adding all these sides up right here. Of course, you don't have to do this all at once. I'm just showing you where I'm grabbing these numbers from. 6 plus 3 more makes 9. 9 and 3 more makes 12. 12 and 7 more makes 19. 19 and 9 more makes 28. So this one has a perimeter of 28 feet. It's a little bit of an odd shape too. So if our perimeter needs to be at least 30 feet, Gus needs to go with this design up here because its perimeter was 34 feet. Okay? And they're just telling you the two different ways that you could find the perimeter, by counting the lengths or just adding up the size of each side. Okay? Down here, this is something fun you could do to practice at home. Draw a different dog park design that Gus could use and then find the perimeter. Now remember, it can be any kind of shape, it just has to have a perimeter of 30 feet. So we could say maybe we're going to do 10, 8, 10, and 8. So a nice rectangle there. 10 and 10 make 20. 8 and 8 make 16. Together they make 36. So that would be a plenty big dog park. There are a ton of different things you could choose to make here. As long as that perimeter, all the side lengths equal more than 30, that would be correct. Alright, here on our last kind of example here, our last set of problems. What is the perimeter of this garden? They give us that scale. They tell us we're measuring in feet again. I'm going to start somewhere funky this time just to show you it really doesn't matter. I'm going to start here at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Perimeter of this shape is 18 feet. In exercise 1, how did we know what unit to use? Well, the scale told us we were measuring in feet. Okay. On this one over here, finding the perimeter. This time it's important to notice we're not measuring in feet, they're measuring in inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And guys, this is something that I don't just grab this pen so you can see it easier. If I was taking a test and I had a perimeter question in front of me, I would really grab my pencil and I would really trace each box, because it's so easy if you're counting in your head to skip over these corners right here, since they touch kind of that same box multiple times. But if I actually have a pencil on it and I see that I've colored over every single box, I know that I haven't missed anything. So if you're ever taking a test and a perimeter question pops up, grab that pencil. That's a tool you're always going to have, and trace each one as you count to make sure you count them all. Okay? Simple step that'll make a huge difference. Can't tell you how many tests I've graded before where I'm like, oh man, they missed it by 2 inches because they forgot these little corners right here. Okay. Last one for today. Down here, perimeter, add up all the sides. So here we've got an 8, an 8, a 9, a 7, and a 16. Ooh, that's a lot to do in the head, but we'll see what I can come up with here. 8 and 8 is 16. 9 and 7 is 16. So really we kind of have the same thing as saying 16 times 3, which is 48. 48 feet. Now if you're like, Miss Reynolds, how did you do that in your brain? Well, I've had a lot of practice with multiplication, but if you wanted to just add 16, 16, and 16, you can. My brain actually thought of this as distributive property, and I doubled this, made this an 8 and 8, and so I had 8 times 3 in my head, and another 8 times 3, and I just multiplied those out, added them together, so 48 feet. Okay. I'm going to scroll down here so that if you want, just pause right here and practice with these at home. That would be a great way to use your time right here, just drawing these out, and then maybe create some of your own. Write the units around the side and then solve them on your own, or have your parents solve them and see if your answer key was correct.